Meetings. Okay, so I got Best Picture right. That's the most important thing, isn't it? I mean, 15 out of 20 is not my best year. It's really not that great. I've done way better than that before. I've never gotten them all right. I've gotten like two wrong before, more than once, I'm pretty sure. I forget. I don't even remember. The Everything Everywhere All at Once year, I actually got all the major categories right. So like picture, director, screenplay, all acting, and editing. I got them all right that year, but I didn't do YouTube, which made me want to do it last year and this year because I did so well the Everything Everywhere All at Once year, but I didn't do as well. So like last year I got three wrong. This year I got five wrong. So I feel like I'm going backwards. I'm actually going backwards. But I mean they're like getting the Academy's picks as a collective whole is like it's hard to like get them all right. I don't know how anybody can do it. But yeah, Honora won, I got that. Um I got this one wrong. Yeah, this one, Adrian Brody, the Brutalist. AI was used to touch up his Hungarian accent in the movie, and he still won. I guess you can have AI touch up your performance and you can still win an Oscar. I didn't know that, but I do now. This one, I'm really annoyed I got this one wrong because she only won BAFTA. And Demi Moore, I said in the last video, had a Razzie history. I said it, but and I think that's why she lost. And also Mikey Madison's in the Best Picture winner. So that's why she won, obviously. But I thought because she only won BAFTA that she couldn't win. But she won anyway. So I think that's because of the things I just said, and I don't want to spend too much time on it. But this is kind of like a Mark Rylance in Bridge of Spies beating Sylvester Stallone and Creed, although Bridge of Spies didn't win Best Picture, but it was a nominee and Creed wasn't, and Sylvester Stallone has the Razzie history. Well, Mark Rylance, I think he won New York Film Critics Circle too. I might have to check that again. So it's not the same exact situation, but Sylvester Stallone and Creed won a lot more, kind of like Demi Moore in The Substance. Um, it was more like that, and I knew it could have been. Got that right. That was easy. Easy. Got that right. I got that right. I got that right. That right. I got that right. This one, I had no idea what was going to win this one. I got it wrong. Um, I guess Conclave, just because it won a BAFTA, but Conclave won Best Picture at BAFTA, and Honora won Best Picture here. But I didn't see any of the movies. So with editing, if there's not a clear winner at the precursors, it's kind of hard to just like pick what movie it's going to be because I didn't see them. But Honora, with this one, Sean Baker won four Oscars for the same movie here, and I didn't think that was going to happen because that normally does not happen. Kind of like how no one's been in more than three Best Picture winners that I can think of off the top of my head. If someone has, let me know in the comments. But Ray Fiennes has already been in three, so that was another reason I didn't think Conclave was going to win outside of not having a Best Director nomination and only winning Screen Actors Guild of the Guilds. But yeah, there's that. Got that one. Got it. 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 This one I got wrong. This one I got wrong. So Flo had less nominations than The Wild Robot, one less precursors, wasn't even nominated at Visual Effects Society Awards like The Boy and the Heron last year, but 2 years in a row, and had no dialogue. 2 years in a row, they gave it to a movie that did not get nominated at the Visual Effects Society Awards. And that hadn't happened ever until these last 2 years. That's why I'm saying with the Academy, it's hard to predict what they're going to do. I didn't do the short films. This one I got wrong. I picked Amelia Perez. It's got way more nominations and it got more wins. And I had that, but I'm still here. Only got three nominations. Amelia Perez got 13, and I'm still here as the winner. I should have copied Gold Derby and Variety on this one, and I didn't. I only did with editing for with Gold Derby. That was the only. I only looked to the Gold Derby for that one category because I was like, I don't know, and I knew one BAFTA already. But yeah, is that it? Yep, that's it. Ah, man, doing Oscar predictions is just like it's insane. Like if you're trying to get every single category right, and I got Best Picture, but I've done so much better. I've done so much better. YouTube is always like where I mess up. Like the Coda year, that was the one year where I came online and was like, what did I say that year? I was like, oh, this can't win because it only has three nominations. And in every other year, I would have been right, but it was the first time a movie won Best Picture with less than five nominations since Grand Hotel in 1932. And of course, that's the year I go on YouTube and say that this can't win and The Power of the Dog is going to win because I was 12. Uh, those are my older videos. If you want a good laugh, you can try to find that. But anyway, and then the year after that, the year I did the best ever of at predictions was the year I didn't go on YouTube because I was out of state. My phone had too much storage because it was an old phone and my computer wasn't there. So that was the year I did really well. I mean, not that I did perfectly, but I did perfectly in the major categories and they were up for grabs out, not really best picture or best director. But the other categories were up for grabs. All of them were. And I got them all right. I don't think adapted screenplay was up for grabs either, but I got that one. I got whatever. Man, it's like every time I go on YouTube, it's an L for me. Although I did get Best Picture, which was kind of up for grabs, but I thought because it won all those precursors, it was Anora was going to win if it won Directors Guild, Producers Guild, Critics' Choice, Writers Guild, it was going to win because I don't think anything else had enough at the precursors. Anora did precursor wise, so six nominations usually isn't enough, but this time it was. Because it was in director, screenplay, two, acting, editing. That's enough actually in terms of major categories. But six is normally not enough. With the Best Picture winners, they usually have seven nominations or more. And in the case of the Golden Globes, Anora did not win any Golden Globes, but Coda didn't either, and it's happened before. Crash didn't; it wasn't even nominated for Best Picture there. So it can happen, but usually like, you got to win something at the Golden Globes, and that didn't. So. And the two winners there were The Brutalist and Amelia Perez, but they didn't win any guilds. So, yeah, so they weren't winning. And I think if we're going to do a top 10, I could change this in the comments. So 2024, Anora won Best Picture. Conclave was the runner-up. The Brutalist was third. I'm Still Here was fourth. Amelia Perez was fifth. Wicked was sixth. The Substance was seventh. Dune Part 2 was eighth. Uh, A Complete Unknown was ninth. Nickel Boys was 10th. The only interesting and surprising thing there is I'm Still Here being fourth ahead of Amelia Perez and Wicked, um, and The Substance. And then Dune Part 2 being Timothy Chalamet's actually bigger winner than A Complete Unknown being higher. I could change that top 10 later. Doing the top 10s I like more than actually doing predictions. I'll change the top 10 in the comments if I change my mind on it, but yeah. So it was kind of interesting. It wasn't like one of the most interesting years or anything. But, it happens. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap the video up. Thanks for watching. If you actually watched it, I'm glad my channel's not big because I didn't do that great in predictions and it was not that great of a year for me. So, and like the best year that I did, it wasn't on here. I've done other really good years too, and they weren't on here either. But whatever, it is what it is. Not that I'm trying to like clout chase. What I'm actually doing is I want proof. That's the point. It's about proof. It's not about me trying to go viral. That's the point. Um, just proof. But who do I need the proof for? Because no one cares unless I actually get them all right, and I didn't. Like I've never gotten all of them right. I don't even think I've just gotten one wrong. I've never done that before. But there are other people out there, I'm sure, in the world that have done it, and I have not. So I, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. 20 years of doing this at 32 years old, and I'm just not there. I'm just not there. All right. So that's it for award season. Yay! I guess see you next year for this subject because I cover other stuff too on here, but I don't really do YouTube anymore. I'm very on the fence with YouTube. Very on the fence. I don't know if it's worth it. Yeah, like if you want your channel to be good on YouTube, you have to spend money. And I'm like, do I really want to spend money on YouTube? As of now, I don't. I mean, maybe I will eventually, but or I'll just quit. I don't know. I YouTube, but yeah, like, subscribe, comment, or don't. I don't really care. I really don't. I said last video will be my last video. This might be my last unless I do predictions next year, unless something comes up, like if one of my other subjects that I talk about, like Kingdom Hearts or whatever, comes up. Or if it doesn't, whatever. All right. I'm gonna wrap up the video now. I know I'm not doing this right, but I mean, like, I'm not, I know I'm not approaching my YouTube channel correctly, and I get it. I get it. I get it. But this is a video about me taking L's, even though I got Best Picture right, and I got a lot of other categories right. But 15 out of 20, not my best year. It's not, I think it was 15 out of 20. I don't know, whatever it was. Not my best year. Not my best year. Now I gotta stop recording. Press the stop recording button.